Hey guys, Tolulope here again. In today's video, we are going to be learning how to create a certificate design like this. The link to download the resources we'll be using will be given in the description, so you can check them out to follow suit. Let's get into Photoshop. So here in Photoshop, we'll press create new. We'll come over to print and we'll click A4. We're going to be tweaking some values here since I want the design to be on landscape and not portrait. So I'll copy the width and I'll place it on the height panel, and I'll change the width panel to that of the height, just like that, and I'll press create. That way we'll be able to turn it from a portrait mode to landscape. Next off is I would like to add some guides to my design. I'll come over to view and I'll press new guide. I'll add a 17% guide on the horizontal layer, and I'll come over to view again. I'll press new guide and I'll add a 10% on my vertical layer. I'll add the last guide of 90%, that's 100 minus 10, and that'll give us 90% here, just like that. Next off is I'll bring my background. So I'll bring this background into Photoshop, drag it just like that, and I'll wait for it to load. Once it loads, I will expand it, transform it out to fill the whole document. I'll press OK and I'll reduce the opacity of this. So you can just reduce it basically to something around 10 or 15. I'm going to be working with 15, just like that. So I'll work with 15, and next off is I'll bring in my first logo. So I'll bring in this logo, drag it into Photoshop, and yes, just like that. I'll press OK, right click, open my blending options, and I'll add a color overlay. So I'll press color overlay. The X code is from the X code of our logo design. So we have been creating a logo design, a letter paper, and I'm keeping the consistency on the colors and fonts used. So I'll press OK, I'll press OK, press Ctrl T and reduce the size of my logo. Press OK and I'll just bring it up just like that. I can press Ctrl T again to reduce it a little bit more because there's still something coming to this side. Press OK. I'll pick my rectangle tool and draw a diminished rectangle just like we did on the letterhead paper. So I'll press OK, and yes, I'm going to be working with blue color, so I'll leave the diminished rectangle there just like that. And next off is I'll create a new layer here, and I will type Tolulope somewhere. So I'll come over here and type Tolulope, press enter, type somewhere O. So I'll press OK. I need to bring my ruler to this design to the end of the E, and I have to zoom in just like we did when we were doing the letterhead. We'll highlight this and add a tracking to it. So I'll just add a tracking just like that, maybe a tracking of 22 or 25 will be okay, just like that. So it ends where the it can end where the E end and start where the T starts, just like that. So I'll press OK, press Ctrl O on my keyboard and bring the text here. Press Ctrl T to transform the text out. I'll press transform my text out like this, and I'll press OK. I'll drag the text out like this using Shift on my keyboard. I'll select the 3 layers now, and I'll distribute the spacing so we can have a uniform space there, and I will align them vertically. Press Ctrl G on my keyboard and I can rename them to top. Press enter, and I'm done with this ruler, so I can just bring it back to where it was taken. So next off is I'll pick my rectangle tool and draw small rectangle just like that, just a small one, doesn't have to be that big. So I think I'm okay with this one, just like that. So I will bring it here to this side of the document. I'll press Ctrl G on my keyboard and move it out. So I'll wait for the line and I'll use my arrow keys to move it by 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I'll press Ctrl J on my keyboard again, and this time I'll move it out a little bit also. But before I do that, or we can delete this layer, press Ctrl T, and first thing I want to do is to increase this. Yes, so sorry for that. So I would like to increase the second rectangle a little bit, just like that. I'll press OK, press Ctrl G on my keyboard, and I will draw this one out. I'll wait for the line and increase it by 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Press Ctrl T on my keyboard and drag it to the end of the design. Press OK. I'll pick the second layer and double click on the layer thumbnail, and I'll change the color to yellow. This is the X code here. I'll press OK, and I'll pick my move tool, just like that. I can pick the 3 rectangles together, group them, and I can rename them to rectangle, just like that. Next off is I would like to type my text. I'll come over here and I will type certificate. This time we're going to be using the font called Edwardian Script. So I'll come over here, pick my Edwardian Script font, press OK, press Ctrl T on my keyboard and transform it out like that. So sorry, transform it out. Yes, just like that. I'll press OK. I'll pick my move to press Ctrl A on my keyboard and center it. Press Ctrl D and I'll bring the font down a little bit. Yes, so I'll create a new layer, pick my text tool again. This time I'm going to be going back to our logo font, Rosso 1. I'll pick the font and type "This is to certify." So this is to certify. I'll press OK, pick my move to press Ctrl T, reduce it a little bit and press OK. I'll bring it out here, press Ctrl A on my keyboard to center it and reduce it below the Edwardian Script. So I want to add an effect. I'll zoom in here, not really an effect but a type of alignment. So I'll shift my "This is to certify" and raise it up a little bit so that the F here can end near the S and pass through the T here. So yes, I'm okay with it. I'll press Ctrl O on my keyboard, and yes, next off is I'll have to type the recipient of the certificate. So now I'll just use a random name. Let's use John Doe Emmanuel, just like that. I'll press OK, pick my move tool and press Ctrl T on my keyboard to transform it out very nicely like that. So I'll transform it out like this. Now press OK. I'll pick my text tool and I would like to reduce the tracking. So I'll reduce the tracking to 0. Yes, and you can press Ctrl T if you want. I still want to transform it out a little bit. Press OK, press Ctrl A on my keyboard and I'll center it. I'll press Ctrl D, and next off is we would like to write as successfully completed. So I'll write as successfully completed D. Pick OK, press Ctrl A and pick my move tool and center it just like that. Press Ctrl D. The A is supposed to be small letter, so we can just press this and change it to small letter. Yes, just like that. So raise it up a little bit, and I'll pick my text tool again and we'll write the course the person has completed. This time I'm going to be using graphics design, since basically on this design, on this flyer is graphics we are doing. I'll press graphics design and I'll press OK. I'll pick my text tool, press Ctrl T on my keyboard to transform it out a little bit, just like that, bigger than they are successfully completed but not up to the name. I'll press OK, press Ctrl A on my keyboard and center it just like that. I'll bring it down. Yes, and after doing that and I would like to type text basic training. Basic training. This is basically a graphic design basic training of, then we can add the brand or the business name here. Then we can just type program, press enter on my keyboard, type awarded, this, the date, the present date of that time. Yes, so you can put your present date here, press comma and the year also. Press Ctrl here. I would like to use a center alignment. Press OK, pick my move tool, press Ctrl A on my keyboard and center it to the center. I'll raise it up, yes, just like that, and press Ctrl T on my keyboard to transform it more than the graphic design but not up to the name, just like this. I think I'm okay with it. Press Ctrl A on my keyboard and press center, press Ctrl D, and next off is I would like to draw a rectangle for the signatures. So we'll just draw a rectangle from this point of our guide, just like that. It should be like this. It shouldn't be too big and it shouldn't be too small. So just like that, we've drawn the rectangle, and I would like to change the color to yellow. So yellow here, press OK. We'll create a new layer and we'll pick our text tool. This time we'll type founder / CEO. So yes, the founder / CEO will sign here, just like that. You can press Ctrl, pick the two layers and align them together. So you can raise the founder / CEO up a bit, pick the two layers together, group them, and we can name this left. So we press Ctrl G on our keyboard, use our shift tool to drag this to the point of this place here, the second guide, just like that. So we can zoom in to cross check. And next off here, I would like to type director of admission. So I press OK, pick my move tool, press Ctrl T to reduce the text a little bit, of which I am supposed to do at the other side. I'll press this OK, and I will pick the two of them together and align it just like that. I will name this right. I will duplicate my director of admission and raise it up the layer, close it, open my left layer, put it in the left layer, just like that. And I will delete my founder / CEO and bring in this new director of admission that we just typed, since we have changed the font size. So we have to use a uniform font size here, just like that. So I'll press founder / CEO. I'll press OK, and I will align the two of them together back, just like that. And yes, so after doing that, next off is I'll bring in our seal from the document. So I'll bring in seal from our resource to the document, just like that. I'll press OK, press Ctrl T on my keyboard to reduce it like that. So you can just download any seal online, or you can use this since it will be at the resource panel. So I'll bring it here, just like that. And yes, press Ctrl T on my keyboard, transform it out, press OK. You can raise the seal up and take it down a little bit. So basically, yes, and I would like to press Ctrl A on my keyboard and align it horizontally. Press Ctrl D, select the three layers together and press Ctrl G. You can bring them down a little bit. Next off is this our rectangle layer. We'll come down to select it. Press Ctrl J on the keyboard and we bring it down. So we bring it down just like that. We zoom in. This time we're not going to leave any spacing, so we'll just bring it down to the end just like that. You can press Ctrl T on our keyboard to increase it a little bit, but not too much. Press OK, press Ctrl O, and yes, we shift it a little bit so we can have the blue showing just like that. So you can just, that's the usefulness of the guide here that we created. So yes, like this we've been able to create a nice certificate design in Photoshop. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you can get notified when I upload a new video. Remember that subscription is free, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. It's Tolulope Samuel here, and bye.